Hello students, welcome to history lecture. Today we are going to start chapter number 3, Effects of British Rule. In this chapter we are going to study the effects of British rule over India. Students, in our previous lecture we have studied that there was the trade relation between European and Asian countries, and in 1453, Ottoman Turks conquered Constantinople and blocked the trade routes joining Asia and Europe. Since the Turks blocked this route, there was a need of finding alternative trade routes for the European countries to reach Asia. This led to a new phase of geographical discoveries. Due to geographical discoveries, the European powers reached the Indian coast. All the Europeans, including Portuguese, Dutch, French, and British, entered the race for capturing the Indian market. Among these European powers, who was successful to reach first at the Indian coast? They were Portuguese. A Portuguese sailor, Vasco da Gama, managed to sail past the Cape of Good Hope and reached the Indian coast in Calicut. But Portuguese did not expand the power all over India. They just captured Goa. As Portuguese were aware they could not defeat British was so powerful, and if they fought a war with British, then they might lose the power of Goa territory also. So, Portuguese developed friendly relation with British. But to establish the domination over India, the British had to face opposition from French, Dutch, and local rulers. Local rulers means rulers of India, like kings and royals, those who used to rule India. What was the main aim of British? The main aim of British was to establish the domination over India. Domination means to control the territories of India. As Portuguese had developed friendly relations with British, now there were three competitors in front of British, to whom British will defeat and have a control over the Indian territories. And who were the competitors? French, Dutch, and local rulers. Students, in chapter number 2 we studied how imperialism of British East India Company started in India. The British established British East India Company in Surat in order to carry out trade with India. In 1600 AD, British entered in India for the purpose of trading, but slowly British captured some province of India and laid the foundation of British rule in India. We studied first the foundation of British rule was laid in Bengal, then in Mysore, then British captured Sindh in 1843 AD and Punjab in 1849 AD. In this lesson, we will study how did the British strengthen their foundation of rule in India by defeating the Marathas. Mumbai was the main center of British in Western India. As we know, Mumbai was one of the prosperous city and it has a sea coast, which will be easier for British to trade with India. British tried to control Mumbai and nearby territories also. British wanted to defeat Marathas and wanted to establish the domination on Maharashtra. When British was planning to attack on Marathas, they got the news of the death of Peshwa Madhav Rao. Students, if you remember in standard 7th we have studied about Peshwa Madhav Rao and also about his uncle Raghunath Rao. People did not accept Raghunath Rao as Peshwa. So, for his greed for Peshwaship, he took the help of British. Raghunath Rao approached for help from the British due to his greed for Peshwaship, which led to the entrance of the British in Maratha politics. During 1774 to 1818, three wars were fought between the Marathas and the British. During the first war, the Marathas unitedly faced the British and hence proved superior. In 1782, with the Treaty of Salbai, the First Anglo-Maratha War came to an end. Students, now we will study how Britishers expanded their power in Maharashtra by implementing some policies. Let us study in detail what was this policy, who implemented this policy. This policy was known as Subsidiary Alliance. In 1798, Lord Wellesley arrived in India as Governor General. His objective was to establish the British dominion over India. With this intention, he signed the Subsidiary Alliance with many Indian rulers. According to this alliance, the Indian rulers were assured of British military help. Assured means promised. British promised Indian rulers in case of any invasion, British military help will be given to the rulers. There were some terms laid on them. The Indian rulers have to maintain British army in their court and have to pay cash or part of their territory to the company for its maintenance. So, what were the terms mentioned in Subsidiary Alliance? The Indian rulers have to maintain British army in their court and have to pay cash as their salaries. Or instead of cash, some part of land or territory to the British, means to East India Company, must be given for their maintenance. The ruler would not have any alliance with any other power or declare war against any power without the intervention of British. Means, without the permission of British, the Indian rulers were not allowed to sign any treaty or alliance with any other power. Even Indian rulers were not allowed to declare the war against any power without the permission of British. The ruler would accept a British resident in his state. Means, the Indian rulers should accept the British can stay in their state. Some Indian rulers accepted the system and lost their freedom. Means, as soon as some Indian rulers signed the Subsidiary Alliance, they lost their rule and their freedom. They did not understood properly the terms condition mentioned in this Subsidiary Alliance. Similarly, Subsidiary Alliance Treaty was signed by Bajirao II in 1802. This alliance is known as the Treaty of Vasai. But many Maratha Sardars were against this treaty, which led to the Second Anglo-Maratha War. In this war, Maratha Sardars were defeated and the British won the battle. After the victory of the British, there was increased interference of British into the Maratha state. Seeing this, Bajirao II could not tolerate and declare a war against British. But in this battle also, Bajirao II was defeated. And in 1818, Bajirao II surrendered to the British. Surrender means to stop fighting and accepting the defeat. During that time, the capital of Mughals was under the control of Daulat Rao Shinde. By defeating the troop of Shinde, General Lake captured the Mughal emperor and gained victory over Hindustan.